asking questions, shouldn't you build a relationship with the buyer?
It all depends on the kinds of questions that you're intending to ask. I believe questions are appropriate at every stage of the sales process, including right at the beginning when you're first getting acquainted with a prospect. But of course you have to be selective. There are certain questions that would not be appropriate at the beginning of a relationship, any relationship. So you would thoughtfully choose to defer those questions, delay them until the time is right. On the other hand, there are questions that are fantastic questions for building rapport and for establishing trust between the buyer and the seller. Those questions, asked in the appropriate sequence early on in the encounter with the new buyer, will accelerate the trust that builds. Now, I know this to be true because in the process of research, I interviewed buyers. I asked buyers, how did you feel about that question when the seller asked it? And the word trust came up over and over again. Buyers feel more connected to a seller who asks them certain types of questions. And they open up. They open up because they trust the seller who has taken the time and put the thought into some of those questions that create value. So knowing where you are in your sales process and choosing your questions to fit the situation, that's what it's really all about. It's not about isolating a certain period of time when you get the green light go to ask questions. Instead, it's about knowing and thinking through the purpose of the question so you sequence the question properly and ask it at the right time. Part of that is to build trust at any stage, including at the very beginning of a new relationship.